4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ro8 here bringing all stock of commentary. This is going to be the first set between Ro8 and Kwanro in the Nate MSL 2009 quarterfinals. We're going to be duking it out against each other on match point. Ro8 as the green turn, the lower left in position, and Kwanro as the orange zerg at the upper right hand. Apparently we're going to see what these guys bring us. Actually, this could be a surprise pick for best. This could be a become a surprise matchup as best in round of 8. I don't know. Just the Ro8's TVZ is awesome to watch, and Kwanro is just one of those unpredictable players that sometimes just brings you awesome games. I honestly feel he played a bit sloppy in round 16 against Bogus, and if he continues to do that, I think Ro8 will have a fairly easy time with it. I did call this a 3-1 victory for Ro8. But, you know, you never know. Kwanro is one of those guys that's a little bit unpredictable in his play and just can sometimes prove you're completely wrong. It's two-player maps, so just hoping that neither of these players goes for something silly, like Ro8 going for 14cc while Kwanro 9 pulls. You really generally, on a two-player map, you should not go 14cc against Kwanro, because he's a very aggressive player. You kind of have to expect. He doesn't always go for overpulls or 9 pulls and rushes you, but you always have to be ready that he just might. He just might go for something a bit crazy. Go for aggressive. He does occasionally 12 hatch. Go for a more economic build, but you got to be always very careful about him. Kind of wary of what he does. ACV's cat now coming up for Ro8, so he's gonna scat across to the upper right-hand position. Kwanro, I think, is going for 12 hatch. Yeah, indeed, going to go for 12 hatch here. Going to go play economy. You see a lot of zergs doing that these days because the metagame for terrans against zerg at the moment pretty much is racks, 1 racks into expo. So zergs generally feel fairly confident in going for 12 hatch. Occasionally, of course, zerg players will switch it up and go for an 8 racks bunker rush or something, or some such, and then zerg players find themselves in a whole lot of trouble. But this is just a very standard start here early. Kwanro going for his extractor alongside his spawning pool after 12 hatch, so I can get that scat inside, going to spot that out. All 3 gases, so Kwanro setting himself up to a possible 2-base muta build. Very effective on this map so far, just going for those heavy mutas. As long as you transition correctly, Ro8 going to put down his command center. That's going to get spotted out by the Overlord. But yeah, because of the way the natural expansion lends itself to mutalisk play, it really makes it open, and a lot of CV harassment coming down there. Despite turn placement, I've seen several turns being put down, then they just get cleaned up. Yeah, actually, in exactly this kind of position, almost, Ro8 played an absolutely magnificent game against Hero in the round of 16. We gave a massively comeback. Did lose an SCV scout there. It's a bit early to lose one to only drones. Really, you don't want to be doing that, losing your SCV scout because you didn't pay attention, losing it to nothing but drones. I mean, sure, zerg players don't always pull drones off the line to engage the SCV because you want to be mining with that drone, because generally the SCV scout doesn't go around, doesn't try to harass too heavily. And Ro8 has been forced to send out another SCV scout. Zerglings are there to intercept it. Might still get through the natural expansion as long as it's not going to get surrounded, so the very least it's going to be able to run to the main, spot what's going on there. Ro8 meanwhile just continuing to get his position going. Some Zerglings get intercepted. We're going to see Ro8 should actually manage to swing around and spot the lair coming up. Still constant gas production, so most likely is going to be 2-base Spire build, 2-base muta build. A lot of Zerglings meanwhile are moving out, and I'm not really sure if Ro8 has, at the moment, only has 3 Marines, bunker just not being put down, and a lot of Mutalisk actually, a lot of Zerglings are actually streaming in. 4 Marines at the moment. There is going to be very careful. Even more Zerglings actually being hidden. Oh, Kwanro almost managed to sneak behind those mineral lines and sneak right into the main. Even more Zerglings on the way. Speed hitting right now. 2 Zerglings are going to be able to get inside the main. 1 SCV going to spot even more Zerglings on the way. Very aggressive. There's the bunker there at the natural expansion. Some SCV's been pulled off the line. Try to block this off, but the Zerg is just going to run right by, go right into the main. So now Ro8's going to have to macro like crazy just to fight this back. Pulls all of his SCVs that were close to that natural expo back. There are 2 Raxes for him, so he's going to be able to keep his production up. But meanwhile, Kwanro sending even more Zerglings out, so he's going fully hyper aggressive here. Didn't really mind much at all his natural expansion. Going to go for this bunker at this natural expo. Meanwhile, is going to go down. It actually didn't have any forces inside, but that going down is very critical. That natural expo is very weak at the moment, but what Kwanro's going to focus on at the moment, just streaming in a constant number of zerglings going to go inside this main. All the SCV's trying to block this marine so the zerglings don't get to them, but all the marines going to get surrounded, and all of them are going to get picked off. Two firebats are now going to start engaging these zerglings. The SCVs are going to be dying here, but it's going to be so critical right now for Light to continue fighting this back. There's not a lot of... Oh, and GG. Light GG's. Hopeless situation for him. Fighting back was so difficult that despite 2 racks of production, he lost so many SCVs and all of his forces on the ground that the Zerglings were encircling the Raxes. Disappointing start for Light. Kwanro with his trademark aggression. That's what I said. You got to be careful because Kwanro will do that. That's right there is just good old-fashioned Kwanro. Just rolling over Light here. So Light taking a 1-0 deficit. Kwanro going to take a 0-1 deficit. I'm sorry. Kwanro going to take a 1-0 lead. Got to be fairly happy with himself. Just very aggressive out of nowhere. Had only one single drone mining at the Natural Expo. Just saw the timing. Saw that, you know, you might have gone for 12 hatch, but he saw an opening, so he just got his speed upgrade and just went in. So a beautiful aggressive play there. And GG for Kwanro. Wrenching up, guys.